ABC Kinderteach presents Where Once There Was a Wood, written by Denise Fleming. Where once there was a wood, and a wood is a place with a lot of trees and animals. A meadow. A meadow is a place that does not have a lot of trees, but it's usually a place that, you're not growing food. It's just a bunch of flowers and grass and maybe weeds. And a creek. A creek is like a river, just smaller. Where once the red fox rested and closed his eyes to sleep. And that's what a red fox might look like. Where once the ferns unfurled. Unfurled means that the leaves opened up and purple violets grew. And those are ferns. And purple violets. And sometimes we also say that the color purple is also the color violet. Where once the woodchuck left his den to catch the morning dew. And that's a woodchuck in his den, which is a little hole, sometimes in the ground or underneath a big log. And the morning dew looks like this. Sometimes in the morning you go outside and the grass is wet. Well, it's wet because there's dew on it, or water, moisture. Where once the horned owl hunted to feed her hungry brood. And that's what a horned owl looks like. And its brood, or her brood, it's just its little chicks, the little owls right there, waiting to be fed. Where once the heron fished and speared his glittering, or sparkly, food. And that's what a blue heron looks like. And it spears its food with its beak, which is this fish it's caught. Where once the brown snake slithered, which means it's kind of slid back and forth, out of sight. And you say, well, that snake is brown, but there's also snakes that are called brown snakes. And this is what a brown snake looks like. Where once the raccoons rambled, which means they wandered about, not necessarily in any specific order, just kind of moved from here to here looking for stuff, and rummaged, they looked for things, in the night. And of course that's a raccoon. Where once the berries ripened and waxwings came to feed. And that is what a waxwing bird looks like. They're a little bit puffy, aren't they? Where once the pheasants roosted, which means where they rest. They had kind of like their little nest. And fed on nuts and seed. And that's what a pheasant looks like. Where once there was a wood, a meadow, and a creek, sit houses side by side, 20 houses deep. When they say 20 houses deep, they're really just saying that there are a lot of houses where there used to be this woods and this meadow and this creek where the animals could live. And they knocked all that down and they put up houses. So it's a little bit sad for the animals, isn't it?